All right, welcome back to the studio. Got Mike Tessier with us from the Lakeshore Paddleboard Company. But first, we're going to check out what's going on in the lake with Captain Ron.
Getting on the water, I think that's what it's all about. Mike Tessier in the studio, Lakeshore Paddleboard Company. And maybe you can answer this. The bug just seems like it bit Lake Tahoe with paddleboards. You see them, it's almost like you're driving around in San Diego these days with all the surfboards on the rack.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's this phenomenon what's happening. But, you know, you got beautiful Lake Tahoe. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, you were telling me during the break, Lake Tahoe is becoming like the premier destination for paddleboarding now?
Well, because the clarity, the water, I mean, the beauty. I mean, you're at a top elevation. You got boards that you know, you want to go out there and enjoy the serenity. And when you're on top of the paddleboard, you're getting a different perspective. You're looking straight down. You're not getting the glare. You know, you're getting exercise. It's crazy. It's beautiful. Yeah,
you were telling me is, what was it, 30 minutes of paddleboarding is almost the equivalent of like running like 6 miles.
Right. It's crazy, and it's vigorously constant because you're constantly stabilizing your feet, your core, and you'll feel it next day from your toes to your nose. I mean, that's my philosophy, and it's crazy. And you get people out there and you educate them and see how easy it is. It's a 5-minute learning curve. So it's not like sports where it takes an hour, a week, a year, or forever to get it locked down and be a professional. This kind of sport, you can just get out there and go 5 minutes, you're off in your own world.
Yeah, it's really quite a unique sport, and it's kind of cool because we're a unique area. And maybe paddleboards, what's the story behind them? How did the paddleboard really come about? Was it just got a surfboard and a paddle at a garage sale and just hopped on it?
No, I mean, this is actually an ancient sport. I mean, actually an ancient way of traveling, be politically correct.
Started in Hawaii, right?
Well, it started in Hawaii, and then actually, you know, Native Indians, they had tule boats, and they paddled on tule boats. And that's how it actually started. And then it went into more modernization back in the Waikiki boys, and they wanted to take pictures of their clients on the water. So they made it longer board, bigger, thicker, and they can float out there and paddle out beyond the surf break and come in and take pictures of them without, you know, dropping in and dropping the camera.
Yeah, exactly.
So then it's escalated with Laird Hamilton and all of them, and they just put it on the map, and you know, we wanted to go a different direction. We wanted to go inland. We wanted to hit all the lakes, the harbors, the canals, all the flat water. So we're kind of a different breed of the SUP industry that started from the oceans. We're moving into the lakes. We believe there's more lakes than oceans. So,
right.
You know, and
you know what? Fresh water tastes a lot better than salt water.
Yeah, it does. When you fall in. And it's a little bit less buoyant.
Yeah.
So, you know, we had to fill in some volume on our rails of our boards and flatten the rocker.
And that's kind of what I've seen. It looks like a little bit thicker of a board than, you know, kind of your normal surfboard or,
or your
longboard.
Yeah, a lot thicker, larger, longer, for stability and streamlined. So you can cruise and slice through the wakes and chop, and that's what we have in Tahoe. You know?
Yeah, and when you talk about like cruising through, you guys got these events, and I don't think people know that you can go quite a few miles on a paddleboard, and this is starting to become pretty big. So how have the events been so far with the paddleboarders?
Oh, the events is what drives this whole sport forward. I mean, it's beautiful. The Tahoe Paddleboard Association, Ernie and Phil have done a great job. It's fantastic. We started with the Donner Lake Memorial in the past, about 2 months ago, and then went to a Thunderbird Lodge. I mean, Thunderbird race was a new one this year. It was beautiful. One of the best paddle races I've raced this year. And then we have the next one this weekend, actually. The 10th is Jam from the Dam. It's going to be from, you know, Fanny Bridge. And then we're cruising all the way to Carnarvon Bay. That's a 6-mile paddle. And then you got the big giant one, which is the Tahoe Nalu, and that's in August 21st, 22nd. And that's the 2-day event. That's a huge one. People come from all over for this. I mean, all around the world. It's crazy. You get 400 to 500 people on boards standing on the water, and then they shoot the gun, you're going. It's crazy to watch.
That's a pretty powerful statement right there. And so maybe for people interested, want to get involved, the paddle boards, maybe want to check out some of your products specifically, how can they get that information?
Well, we got local dealers around the Tahoe area. We got Drift Tahoe at Kings Beach that rocks it. Love Marcus and Jim Moore. We got Chris Brackett of Brackett Construction. He just opened up his place right over here in South Shore, right behind Yellow Submarine and next to Sprouts. That's Tahoe Stand Up and Paddle. We got Sports LTD right down here, you know, State Line. We got Shields, We got
Stevie Sports, right?
Stevie Sports, they're carrying it. We're just we're trying to market everyone in the local area all the way down to, all over the place.
Yeah, just get people on the water. That's the main thing, right?
That's the main thing, and educate the sport, how beautiful it is, how easy it is, and it's cost effective.
Yep,
That's
there you
nice.
go. It's one time, and then
Right.
for the rest you're enjoying it. Well, I'm convinced. I'm going to go get one. Mike Tessier, Lakeshore Paddleboard Company. Make sure you guys check him out. And then also don't forget about the races coming up. We'll be right back.